Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Venus Exchange. I'm Laura. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about relationships. We have a guest here today, the Gem.
Hello.
So we're going to start off with a little game to break the ice to introduce her. It's this or that. Whoop, whoop. Okay. First question. Marriage for love or for money?
For love.
For love. Are we elaborating? Or just answering?
Anybody here for money?
I ain't saying I'm a gold digger. But I ain't marrying, no, you know the rest.
We respect it. We respect anybody who says for the money. I'm for love. I hope it's romantic.
I do love.
Yeah.
Me the only heathen.
No, but I
It matters.
understand. Yeah, I
It
understand
matters.
what you're talking about, though. Like, you
But
know,
this
being
rap.
financially stable, or not, you know.
My life will not allow me to deeply love a broke person. A non-provider.
Period.
I just
But it's,
I can't
you know,
love you like that because why don't you want to provide for me? I came from your rib. By me.
Period.
Why? Like, I'll like you. I mean, I may even love you, but I
okay.
probably won't marry you.
Oh, never. Wait.
No, what?
Let's talk about how Sagittarians don't commit. And they're all over the place. And they're always doing everything at the same time. Because they just can't pick one thing.
That's the next question.
They can't pick one thing. They never commit. What is commitment to them? I have no idea.
We need freedom, honey. So quick
Yes.
commitment.
No, I understand.
Commitment. I'm not afraid of commitment. I will commit. However, I have criteria. I have commitment criteria. And part of that criteria is that you have to be willing to give me my space. Because that's what we don't like. How you what happens to a fire when you try to capsicate it? It goes out. You can't smother us. So a lot of people that we attract tend to be clingsters and want to smother us, and then the flame is going to go out. Like we're going to lose the love.
This is going into the
Oh,
next
God.
episode already.
This is true. I'm feeling judged.
All right. We can talk about that. All right. So, man or woman pay?
So, I'm in a poly relationship, so it just depends, like, on who asks who, because, like, I've paid for them multiple times. It really just depends. Like, I don't mind. Like, sometimes she pays, he pays, I pay, or they'll pay, I pay. It doesn't really matter.
Who pays the most?
Probably him.
Okay.
Okay. And then, are you open about your relationship on social media?
I am now. This is the first, like, I've been in poly relationships before, but this is the first time I've actually felt that it was real enough to be open about it and share it with people.
Okay.
What's the feedback on that?
A lot of comments. People will be like, "You're crazy. How do you do that?" Just a lot of weird stuff. And then some people be like, "Can I join?" Or like, "How does this work?" Or like, "Do you guys fucking?" Oh, sorry. Or it's just it's a lot of questions and a lot of comments.
I'm not gonna
all
lie.
the
I got a
time.
lot of questions. I'm one of them.
I'm
people.
here for
Should
it.
DM
I ask
you?
them all the. I answer them all day, every day at this
I
point.
just think that's rude. Cause
I didn't ask-
You
I
know
didn't
what type
ask
of
a
mood I'm in.
couple.
Don't DM me my.
Yeah, I was
about
like,
my
you
business.
nosy mother. I'm just kidding.
I texted her though.
I like the curiosity though. Like it gives me life. I like it.
Interesting.
Okay, so how did you how did you come into this little thought of what made you?
Well,
How did you know the poly way was for you?
Right.
Okay, I'm a bisexual woman, for one. For two, I like threesomes a lot. And I like being able to build and grow with people. I like to have somebody to fall back on. I like having more than one person. You know what I mean? I've just always been the type to like date a lot of people at the same time. Like I get bored easily. I lose interest easily. And I just feel like it's a way to keep me interested and keep me going and have some fun in my life because I get bored. So, yeah.
So you've like cracked the code because maybe Sagittarius would, settle down a little more if they had more options.
Oh, no, yeah.
Fallback. Like, that is genius.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people with relationships, they say you're single until you're married.
Right.
Right? So you're always supposed to be dating more people. But how are you supposed to get to the married, if that's your goal, if that's your end goal, when you're dating so many people? You know what I mean? So do you feel like being in relationships with more than one person simultaneously is distraction? Do you think that hinders the deepness or the,
I don't think it does because I'm the type of person who lives in the present and I have profound experiences with everything. I take everything like in depth and like I make something out of it. So like every experience, I cherish it. I learn from it. I grow from it. So I appreciate all of it. Like I'm the type of person I'm just there. I can be everywhere at one time, if that makes sense. Okay, like, that's just me.
Oh, it's very fluid. I like it.
Okay, so what would you say, in your experience from other past relationships, are some red flags?
Red flags. Not being able to communicate, not being able to express your emotions, not being open and vulnerable. Like, I feel like you need to be open because, like, you need room to grow. Like, I don't like stagnant people. I don't like people who do the same things over and over. It's like, let's do something different. Let's learn. Let's grow. Let's try something different. Like, I feel like that's a red flag. If I see somebody who's doing the same thing, like, they saying they're going to change and they don't, like, you're trying to manipulate me. You're trying to gaslight me. I'm not fucking with that. Like, no. Mm-hmm. Like, we either going to change this or bye. Like, I'm not taking it.
So what's your longest relationship? Any relationship? Just curious.
It was like 3 years with another Taurus. It was interesting, to say the least. I feel like I love that relationship because it really helped me grow because we lost two people at the same time and we just kind of turned into two different people and like we just kind of grew apart and evolved. And it just really helped me start my spiritual journey and just kickstart a lot of different things within my life. So I'm really appreciative of the experience. During the time, I didn't realize that we were both very toxic to each other because you don't really know until you're out of it and you actually sit down and think about it and talk about it with that person. But I had no idea, like, I was doing things to make him feel bad and he was doing things to make me feel bad. We just never, like, communicated in depth. And I feel like that really just helped me, better my current relationships now. So,
okay. Yeah. I know you talked about your spiritual journey. Do you want to go ahead and tap into your business right now? Let everybody know like what you do.
Oh, oh yes. So my business is called Healing with the Gym. I started this during quarantine. Quarantine just helped me dig deeper into myself, into what I really love and what I really want to do and my purpose. And I just realized that, like, I'm really here for the people. Like, I'm a light worker. I'm here to just bring out the greater good within everybody and bring out that light. So I sell crystal necklaces. I do oracle readings. I will be certified in Reiki soon. I was actually supposed to go with Laura, but some things came up or whatever. But so I'm working on that. I do like chakra balancing and all of that. I love it. I'm here for it. People love it. I love it. I'm just here for the betterment of the collective. Like, that's all I want to do.
Okay. And so people can hit you up on Healing with the Gym on Instagram?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all. Check it out for sure.
Yes.
And I do want to ask you, too, like, so anything from your business, do you utilize it within your relationships, like, to strengthen your relationship?
Absolutely. Like, I've definitely, like, tried some things out, like, with my partners before. Like, I may do them for people, like, for example, like the chakra balancing. Like, I may do, like, a meditation with them, like, a yoga routine, like some healing bowls. Like, I feel like it really strengthens us and brings us together. Like, we kind of do those things on, like, new moons when we're ready to, like, manifest some things and let go of some things so we can get ready for the full moon. Like, we're really, like, into that. Mm-hmm. So it brings us together for sure.
Mm-hmm. How did you meet two people who are with the shit because I mean it's hard meeting one. How did you get two? So you're hogging right now. Like
it was actually an accident. So when I manifest, I'm usually really specific. And the last time like I was like manifesting like this divine partnership, I wasn't specific. So I ended up getting two people. I didn't mean to do that, but it worked out for good. Like, so I met them at a party. And I didn't know she had a boyfriend. Like, I was just flirting with her, talking to her, whatever. Like, she never said nothing. And then she, like, was like, oh, this is my boyfriend. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm loving this. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then they just took me on a date after that. And then everything was beautiful afterwards.
So were they already...
Yes, they were already poly as
like
well.
Swinging. Or, I don't know what to say. Like, what? Break it down for me. Let me know.
It really depends. Like, some people... Okay, so polygamy is like commitment. It's like you're all in a relationship. Polyamorous is like where you're like, okay, we're together, but I'm still going to mess with other people. But like the type of relationship I'm in, it's just us. And like, it's no sharing. But like, if they're open to like having sex with other couples, like we'll talk about it and we might do it. Like, it's definitely came up, but like, not yet though.
Got you.
So yeah.
How do y'all feel about marriage?
We actually talk about it a lot. Like, we were talking about like moving to a country like to where we can actually do that. So.
And they have a child, right?
Yes, they do.
How is that going?
It's lovely. Like, I just treat her like she's my own. Like, I just feel like I love all of it. I'm here for it. I was there when she was pregnant, so it's just like she's mine too. So I
feel like if I were to do something like that, that's how I would be too. Like, all
Yeah.
the kids are with all the parents.
Yeah.
I love it. I just love the unity and the love. So
does she call you mommy? Like, or was she?
So she can't really say a lot of words yet. She's like 10 months.
Okay.
So
Okay,
yeah.
so how would y'all go about, like, would you want her to call you mommy, or would you want
I wouldn't mind it at all. I already feel like a stepmom in a way, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or more so like a godmom instead
Yeah.
of like a...
like
I mean,
that.
I don't know. It's
like, and
it just depends on the bond. It
Yeah.
don't really matter.
It depends on how she feels about it and how her mom feels about it.
Right.
So I'm down for whatever.
So did she get pregnant after you guys were all together? Or was she pregnant
She was
when you
pregnant when
met?
I met her.
Okay.
So that's what drew me to her. I was like, oh my gosh, she's beautiful as fuck, pregnant as fuck. Like, hey, like, I don't know. I was just like, I need to talk to her. Something just said, talk to her. So.
But now you have this, like, you manifested, like, this masculine, feminine balance. So, like, now you can have that whenever. You know, because it's hard to find a partner, like, especially just of the opposite sex that has that has worked on those. Like, you know, that it has
I
that
love it
masculine,
because
feminine.
sometimes I could submit and sometimes I could be dominant.
Yeah.
And I just love the balance there.
yeah. So I was doing a little bit of soul searching, research, just listening to different books and things. And one of the things that came up was knowing, y'all know, I'm really big on the feminine energy. So part of the feminine energy, like we were talking about in some other episodes, is that it gets masked and it gets buried, and then we can't exude, we can't really stride in the feminine energy. And part of it was saying that women are XX and men are XY. So we are pure, you know, feminine energy, but sometimes we are forced to take on the masculine aspect. And men have to work so much harder to be at that yin yang because they have both. You know, they're comprised of both. And so and I think that honestly, that is a lot of the relationship issues. Just
it's
one
the
person
gender roles
needing
things.
to be
It's like,
in an energy
fuck
and
that.
another person
do both.
Yeah, and then too, I find like I don't know what everyone else is taking on, but I find it very hard, and I don't know, maybe it's just what I attract, to find men who are with they don't think I'm like some weirdo when I'm like, what time was you born? Go ask your mama. I need to know. Where your birth certificate? You don't know your birth certificate? Okay, we can't date. Well, because I don't know my birth. No, we can't. Because I can't find out enough about you. Well, you don't know enough about you for me to have a basis to even be. You're not interested enough in you to know your business.
You never date somebody in bed if you don't know they.
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I was being extreme. You know, y'all know I'm doing that. But no, like now. So as you evolve and as you develop more criteria, commitment criteria, that is one of my things. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to ever. Like, the man in now, he's got to pass because I didn't have these rules when I met him. So it's unfair to, impose the new rules on the relationship as you, whatever, especially when you know that your partner is reluctant to change. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you know what you got yourself into. So roll with it or leave. Mm-hmm. Period. I ain't leaving. So for the next person, I mean, I'm not. But, I will, but I'm not. But
period.
The next person, I do have different criteria. Like, I will never date another person that doesn't or that isn't. You know what I mean?
That don't have it their chart.
Basically. Yeah, like, period. Because I think it just makes things so much easier. As I get along with myself much better knowing my stuff. So,
period.
Whatevs. But yeah, I think that's dope that that's what you manifested and that you got both here.
So what are what is the astrology of your relationship? Like, what signs are you with?
I'm a Taurus. He's a Taurus. She's a Pisces. Mm-hmm. So it's like she balances us out. And we have the same moon sign. So it's like we're like best friends.
Y'all all have the same moon sign?
No, just me and her.
Okay.
But me and him, we have the same Venus. We're both Gemini Venus. So it's pretty cool.
That's pretty
balance.
Cool.
Yes.
So are there any, I know you said you don't share, but are there any other boundaries or do's and don'ts? Like what are the articles of the relationship? And what do you think the articles for our relationship should be? Like, is it a general thing? Do you have specific things?
I feel like you should treat your relationship like a friendship in a way, but with love.
Right.
Like, the communication has to be there. The transparency has to be there. Like, I feel like, we should be able to talk about any and everything. I feel like you shouldn't have to hide anything from me. And I feel like you should be able to be vulnerable and be yourself and express how you feel. Because if you can't do that, why are you with me? You know what I mean? As far as boundaries, I just feel like
all right, I got a
just
question.
communicate. Like, I feel like nobody's really crossed any boundaries there. Oh, actually I did the other day. So boom, we was talking about like, okay, maybe having a foursome one day. So I was like, I asked my boyfriend.
For some relationship or
no, just like the sex.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, to my boyfriend, I was like, what about another dude? He was like, what the fuck? He was like, hell no. I'm like, I feel like that's a double standard. Like, I mean, that's usually how foursomes go. Like, what do you mean? Mm-hmm. And like, so we just set that boundary there. So I guess we can't do that. But I was a little salty, but it's okay though. But I understand. To each his own.
Double standard. That's true. That
it
comes
is
from a
because it's just like
society.
It's just like, and I've dated two men before, so it's just like I just don't understand.
We gotta get into that.
Did they know?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, were they together too?
So one. Okay, so boom.
Relationship crash.
I'm dead. So boom, the one dude. Okay, so he was bisexual. I'm bisexual. The other guy was straight. So. How do I explain this?
Somebody got tricked.
How did it start? Who invited who?
This was like a little summertime fling, like fuck it type stuff. Like we had all been friends. We were just like, you know what? Let's try something. Let's do it. So it was real fun. It was definitely weird for the straight guy a little bit. But it was very fun and interesting. Like, we all had sex together pretty much. But it was just, like, certain boundary where it would be like, okay, whoa, like, no. Like, if you, like, about to, like, insert, and I'm like, no. Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
so
right. Wrong
it was, yeah. It was real cool, though. Like, the attention we got was hilarious though, and like people would like try to judge me and stuff, and I'm just like, that's a double standard. Like fuck, like I mean, like if a guy can have 2 bitches, then why can't I have? You know what I mean? Like I don't understand.
Was this like a thing, or it was like a one-time thing?
It was a thing.
So y'all went on dates.
Yes.
Oh y'all. Who paid then?
Oh my god. Okay, so in that relationship, everybody low key paid for themselves.
Okay.
That was the boundaries there. But I mean, yeah.
How did it transition away?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, first of all, let me tell you the signs. A Gemini, a Pisces, and a Taurus. That's water, earth, and what's the other one?
Wait.
More water.
Water, earth, and air. That's just,
Yeah,
it was too much. I don't know. We're all friends now, but it was just like a mutual agreement to where we like, yo, this is getting too much. Like, you doing too much, you doing too much. I'm cool. I'm cool.
You like.
I was chilling. I was the chill one. They're crazy. You know, the 2 fish and then the 2 face is like, oh, they're fighting, and I'm just sitting here like zen in my space, and I'm just like, I just can't deal with it anymore.
I would have been sitting chilling too. You
And
get
like
everything
they was,
you want.
yeah, exactly.
Did y'all ever did y'all live together?
No.
Have you ever thought about that?
Yes.
So how do you think y'all would handle bills?
With you talking about my current or okay? So I mean, they live together. They actually want me to move in. I'm considering it. I'm just such a free spirit. I like to have my own space and like, you know. So I'm thinking about it, but I'm not really sure yet. But like when we get there, I'll figure it out. Like I don't know, but like I don't know.
So everybody else, how do y'all feel about when y'all should move in with y'all partner? Come on, and this is y'all's chance to teach y'all.
It's your eyes with me. She said.
Still, my
Maybe
face, like always.
What's the minimum?
Yeah,
What's the minimum time frame before y'all move in with a dude? Or woman?
Yeah, I don't move in with people. Well, I have moved in with somebody.
She said I don't.
I have moved in with somebody before.
How long? Plus 2 weeks.
I'm cool. I'm cool on that. I need my
It was a couple
space.
months though, but yeah. So yeah, but it turned into like a little fire relationship. So, you know,
I would move
it
in
was,
fast.
or not 5. It was like 3 and you know a couple quarters and you know like, but you know. That's my buddy.
I'm here for I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Can I just say I love and like appreciate the poly? I think I talked to you about this before because I was like, it truly shows, and especially since like you're like, yeah, I just want to like live by myself and be free spirit. Like it just shows like you really have to like know yourself and be okay with yourself and love yourself to be in a type of relationship.
Yeah, it's
like
such
that.
a growing experience.
Because it's like non-attachment,
Exactly.
like neediness, like
Less codependency.
It's just
and
I
on a
think
society.
it's beautiful. Yeah,
I love it. Like it's
I'm-
really teaching me to go within more.
Yeah,
And teaching me to be more connected and not to be attached to every little thing and be possessive. So I feel like it's helping my spiritual journey as well. And just me coming to terms with a lot of stuff.
So is no one possessive?
We are, but like to a certain extent, like a healthy possessiveness.
I got you.
Like a healthy attachment.
Like a pride. And
Yeah.
Not a possession.
Oh, yeah, like, this is
I'm
me,
proud,
but, you know,
yes, but I don't
yeah.
own you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like you could do you, but like
I can
you're
deal
me.
with that.
You know what I mean? So
What do you feel like are the advantages and disadvantages?
advantages definitely finance, sex. Disadvantages. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm really happy. Like I really can't think of anything right now.
What about like judgment?
I was gonna say, how's your family taking it?
Oh God.
Or friends, or even sometimes close friends. I know people who've come out and they've lost a lot of, relationships. I'm not even going to say just bonds, because people,
Yeah.
get shifty about people's truth. So how is that going for you?
Everybody is really confused Honestly, they're not being judgmental because I
They
really
just have questions.
Yeah,
They're like us. They're like,
yeah. Like a lot of people in my family didn't even know I like women though, because like I just never talked about it because I'm such a private person. Like I have my family life and my personal life is I'm two different people around them. Like I feel like I'm very mutable in that way. I just attach to my environment and absorb what's there and proceed that way. But I feel like everybody's just kind of confused. They're not like upset. They're just like curious and trying to be understanding and just trying to figure out like, how did this happen? Why do you like this? Like my mom, like, I guess she seen a picture on Facebook or whatever. And then I was just like, yeah, I like women. Like, she was like, I never knew that. And I'm just like, yeah. And like, we never really talked about it afterwards. I feel like, as far as like romance and love and sex, it's something that's kind of taboo, definitely within like Black families, I'll say, because like I've never talked about like sex or like relationships and love like with like my family. Like it's never came up. So it's just like that's why you don't know about it, because like you're not asking me anything, and I'm not going to be vulnerable until you open up to me and ask me.
Okay, so like growing up, what type of relationships did you observe?
Honestly, just heterosexual relationships.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for all of the people out there who think that the children of
Right
are going to be like, she observed heterosexual relationships her whole life, and she like both.
Exactly.
So there's no science behind it. That's a big thing that like really rubs me the wrong way.
I feel like I was born this way. I feel like nothing could change who I am. Like my environment, none of that. Like it's who I am.
I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with it.
So y'all want to go around and each say a toxic trait in relationships that y'all want people to stop doing? Because y'all don't even know who here today. So we're going to go around and say our name and I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
So this is Amber. I'm the goddess of Soulflower Studio.
Yes.
And one thing I want y'all to stop doing is lying.
Oh,
I'm gonna be difficult. Yeah, like just be transparent and own your mistakes and be accountable and be a woman or be a man and just tell the truth even if it's gonna hurt, because I'm telling y'all, if y'all just come straight with the truth, even if it's gonna hurt, you probably have a chance of getting through it. In my eyes. I don't know, some of y'all like, some stuff you just don't do. But me, I'm kind of a softie. So if you're honest and transparent, like, that's really, like, one of the only things I need.
I don't even know. It's Nisha, Tweety Marie. Yeah, so I don't even know what I would say.
Everybody continue on as is. Whatever y'all doing, keep doing it.
She's happy.
What's a toxic trait like you want people to stop doing?
Like, I wouldn't necessarily say lying, but definitely learn to communicate better. I feel like everybody, not just men or whatever, I just feel like everybody just can work on their communication skills, including myself. So, I'm going to take some accountability there. But so maybe that's my toxic trait. I would just call myself out. Like, I ain't going to put the blame on nobody else. I would just say definitely communication. So, yeah, that could be approved all across the boards there.
Me too, sis. Me too.
And so, yeah.
Oh, do you know
The Sagittarius. I'm scared.
She got plenty.
Right,
Oh,
she's like,
yeah.
it's like it's building up in her head.
Sagittarius. Oh, God.
Toxic traits that I want to stop is
That you want to stop? Wait, what?
Oh no!
Wait,
but
what?
Anybody.
Anybody.
I just called myself out.
Yeah.
I mean,
It needs to stop.
I just, I ain't gonna point the finger at nobody else because you got 4 pointing back at you.
A toxic trait that I want men, or what am I supposed to say? Men or me or whoever. Anybody. Okay, so this is what you need to stop doing. A common toxic thing that people need to stop doing is thinking that it's another person's responsibility to make you happy.
Thank you.
Okay, well,
Oh, my God.
Do what I can.
You're so codependent. Like,
Yeah,
get
like
it together.
it's no one's responsibility. Like a happy person is an awesome partner. is an awesome friend, is
Thank
an awesome
you.
wife, husband, child. It starts with happy people. So do what it is to find your fulfillment so that when you come to me,
Yes.
you're not a cup needing to be filled. You know, come to me with a little room at the rim, and
Okay,
I throw a little sauce in there, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but don't come to me empty and be like, you know, or vice versa. You know, like, just come with something. You know what I mean? Like,
Period.
just be happy, and don't look to people to make you happy. No, it's
Yep.
no one's responsibility to make you happy. It's too much pressure. You can't make yourself happy. What am I supposed to do with you? And you don't even know your birth chart.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Stay happy and get your birth chart.
Yep.
That's all you need for Nova.
I love it.
Accepting applications, birth charts.
Period.
DM me your birth chart.
Right.
That's the resume? Okay. Here my birth chart, sis. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
Screenshot your birth
Right. We need to do that. Matchmaking with charts.
Yeah, so if you're interested in a speed date, DM
Oh, that
me
would be a nice
your,
idea, like a speed date with the birth chart.
DM me your natal chart, and I'll see what I can do. I may have a friend for you.
Period.
You never know. Like Cupid.
No, but I don't.
Oh, okay. Am I supposed to introduce myself?
No,
You already
Oh my God.
Laura's the socially awkward
said
one
we didn't
for the
even
record.
What?
In the best way ever. You're the socially awkward one.
Oh my god.
You'd be like, what?
I'm so socially awkward. I'm an introvert
I don't even know if
at
I said
heart.
my name.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah.
Nova. That was Nova, y'all.
Yeah, that was me.
Now it's Laura.
So probably what was I gonna say? The worst, like, okay, so I'm thinking of like when people are like gaslighting or like reflecting their own like issues on somebody else in a relationship. Like that is like the worst. Like then you just make the other person feel bad, but it's really like you that has the issues. Like I've seen that and like been through that. And it can be confusing and exhausting. Like, and it can make you question who you are. Like, I don't know. But it goes back to just, like, being honest, communication, like, taking care of yourself, like, working on yourself. Like, you honestly can't be in a relationship with somebody else unless you got your shit together. I mean, you can work on it together, but, like, stuff like that, I don't know.
Yeah. Don't reflect it back on me now.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't like when like say for example like when a guy's cheating and he'll be like, you're cheating,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't.
Like he'll like
stand that.
say you're, then they'll be like no, like no, even
No, you gotta be cheating. You gotta
Right,
be cheating. Or else
you're
why would you
cheating.
bring that up? Huh?
right.
You know?
Like it's just like it's like that, but they feel guilty, so they like
Yeah.
put that
Jim
on
over
you.
here like, I don't know what y'all talk about because we just be.
But you know
So
what I mean?
wait.
Like they feel guilty themselves, so they like reflect it back on you.
Yeah,
like,
that's
true. That's the
That's
worst.
a big thing.
Stop doing that, y'all.
Stop doing it.
Period.
Okay, so what's your advice and like anything else you want to say about healing with the gym or people who are interested in poly relationships or
My advice would be to go within before you try to attract something else. And if you're trying to manifest something, you need to release things first because they're going to keep coming up to the surface. You're going to have to heal that stuff first. What else? I just feel like people need to do a lot of just inner work, shadow work before they could be in a relationship with anybody, for real. I feel like if you can't give something to yourself, how you going to give it to somebody else? Like, you need to be the energy you want to receive. Like, if you're not the embodiment of, what you want to attract and what you want to be, like, I'm not going to be attracted to you. Like, I just don't see how people do that. And another thing I feel like, I don't like when people project their like traumas and things onto me because it makes me look at myself differently. But I'm at the point where I know who I am now. But like back then, like when people used to do that, it used to make me question myself, like what Laura said. So I just feel like definitely heal yourself. Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
y'all, write some stuff down, burn it up.
Yeah, journal, release on the full moons, get rid of that stuff so you can get what you really want.
Yes.
So.
I wish Alicia was here for that. She does a lot of like rituals like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I know a real good one is to just write a letter.
Yeah.
I got rituals for days. You're tired of somebody and they're like stalking you or getting on your nerve. Like, take a picture of them or draw their name on a bottle, put it in like a cup, fill it with water, and freeze it and freeze their ass. Or 2, write down everything you want to get rid of. Go up under the moon, light it up, tell it to the moon, burn it up, like blow the ashes. What's another good one? Another good one.
Or put it in the ocean. Like,
I was
write
gonna
a
say,
letter.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It gets cold here, so you really can't.
I know, yeah.
But like sometimes I'll save like several stacks of ashes from like all of my smudging and everything. Like, I'll save all the ashes and I'll like bury them, and then I'll bury them like when I know it's gonna rain. I'll bury them in the rain so that it just goes and absorbs.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Releasing in the rain is good, too.
Yeah, like
just like
rain
letting
release.
it soak on you and wash away everything that no longer resonates.
Standing out in the like putting your feet like in soil and just
Oh my
like
God, I
connecting
love
and
doing
grounding
that.
and letting everything kind of just like flow through you. That's a big Reiki thing, is just learning to let energy flow through you, whether it's good, bad. I go crazy releases where I just like cry and I'm like, what is getting out? I don't even care. Just bye. But for relationships, when they get a little toxic and you need to slow down, freeze their ass.
Oh, yeah.
Freeze them.
I'm doing that.
Put them in a bottle. Fold their picture up, curl it up.
Are you
stuff it in
guys
a bottle,
into
and freeze
spell
it.
work at all? Like,
Clearly.
okay. Well, not you,
At this point, I
Sagittarius.
can't. I feel attacked. At this point, I can't deny it because I just had to freeze people. But
I accidentally did blood magic on somebody because I didn't know that I was a witch, and like stuff happened, and like they won't leave me alone now, and I can't.
for $7, I'll freeze them for you.
$7.77. Not one of your relationship people.
No,
Oh.
he's insane. He's a Sagittarius, actually.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
We need another ritual.
We will.
She's talking about great people. We're awesome people.
Oh God, kind of.
Thank you guys so much for listening today. If you have any more questions for the gym, be sure to hit her up. Comment below. Let us know what your stance on relationships are. What is your relationship toxic trait? And what is one thing that you want to stop in relationships? Until next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes, a bit.